All right, you know the deal. We like to slack off, and instead of doing things on Monday, we do things on Tuesday because I'm a slack and a slack. Wait, I just said the same thing twice. Anyways, let's just get straight into the verse of the day. Um, if you obey my commands, you will remain in my love, just as I have obeyed my Father's commands and remain in His love. So I mean, pretty straightforward. There's not. I don't need to really break it down, but I mean, if you listen and remain in His love, I think that even if you don't obey His commands, you remain in His love. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta walk in with God. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Not much to explain. So I'm just gonna get straight into the reading. W verse of the day. Okay, so I'm on Exodus 1. Bro, I forgot this happened. Like the whole thing with the Pharaoh. If it's a boy, you have to kill it, and if it's a girl, you let it live for the children. What? Like, where did he even get that from? That genuinely makes no sense. Obviously, the women don't follow that because that's just the most dumb rule of all time. But like, where do you even get that? And I'm pretty sure I assume the Pharaoh is a guy too. So I'm not genuinely sure where he could have gotten that, unless it's like maybe it's like he doesn't want a revolution, and I mean, and revolution's mostly going to be men, and that's a bigger threat than a group of women. Um, but yeah, I don't know. That's just crazy to me. Oh, also another fact. So I didn't even think about this when I first started reading my first time around. And Moses struck that one guy who it was kind of self defense, but and then people found out about it and he fled, which low key means Moses was a fugitive and a criminal. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I mean, I don't think it was that bad what he did, but I mean, I just low key realized he's low key. Oh my gosh, low key spam. But yeah, he's a criminal. I just didn't realize that. Just a fun fact. But yeah. Nice. So I was just yapping and my mic wasn't working. Okay. So another important part that I like to highlight is that God will always come for us. Like He'll always save us. Well, okay, not literally always, but I don't know. But in this situation, He heard the cries of the people of Israel in Egypt, and He sent Moses down there to save them and free them from Egypt. So yep. God's always watching. I don't know. I had a better point the first time I said this, but it eludes me now. It's a big boy word. It eludes me now. Because I had to say it twice, and now I'm just fatigued. So but yeah, shout out God. He always comes for us. I guess maybe. Okay, and then in Exodus 4, God's giving Moses tools to like convince the Pharaoh and the people there that the Lord has sent a message and stuff. And this just always goes to show you that God will give you the tools. I've always been a big believer in this, that there is a path for everyone, and we can pray as much as we want, and not every time God's going to give exactly what we want, just that easy. But I do believe He gives us the tools to accomplish what we want. Like, I want to become famous and help my family and stuff like that. And I believe that God will provide the tools I need to get that done. So, yeah. I mean, that doesn't always mean. I mean, it's what you do with the tools, though. So that's why you can pray and pray and pray. If you have, but you have to also do to accomplish it. So God gives us the tools to walk the correct path, and what we do with that pools. What we do with those tools is ultimately up to us. Is how I believe it works. Not that we're just defined to one destiny, but yeah, God gives us the tools. I don't know how many more times I can say it. Okay, so I'm on Exodus 8, and the Lord's telling Moses to stretch out his staff and make frogs rain down from the sky. But then the Pharaoh's magicians do it also with like I mean, does that mean magic's real? Because if they could do it without the Lord's help, does that make it mad? I mean, like, does that mean magic is real? Because I do believe in tarot card readings and that kind of stuff. So magic may genuinely just be real. This might be proof. Okay, and then on Exodus 12. Um, I don't like this part. Um, this is where the Lord does his final sign, and he goes to every house and kills every single firstborn, whether that's an animal or a human. And to me, that just it just to me, for with the information I currently have, it doesn't sound just or right. But the way I also look at it is it was to free the people of Israel, but also I don't know the context completely, and I'll never be able to understand God's thoughts clearly. And so part of faith is just trusting their actions too. And it's not even just blind trusting because God's done many great things and proven that he is just over the course of history. He's done a lot of great things. And whilst I don't like this, I have to trust and believe in God that this was the right thing to do at the right time, at that time. So it's all about faith, man. It's got to hold strong. But love you guys. This is the end of the video, I believe. God bless. We read to Exodus 17. I'm talking about Exodus 12 right now, but I didn't say anything else up until Exodus 17. So yep.